like rocket fuel.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I...
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Returnable for Lockett. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Kill.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, jet. Get it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Spill.
49, check 49, check 49. Shift.
Sony Michel, his first carry. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you...
And now look at him go. 20, 10, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Get ready.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Check the backer, check the backer. Alert, alert. Black is on.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Room here to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Switzer. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
At the 42-yard line.
All right, now, flex 30. 51.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Rush in.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Middle.
Keep going, boys, moving.
Lock it back.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Jonathan Jones.
Too easy, too easy.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
These two teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 14.
Lock 80.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Solid, 5 down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Not quite enough leg. This one was on target, but it needed a little more behind it. And by about the width of a football, this will stay a tie ball game.
Hard, hard.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the gun, McDonald. The open man is Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. McDonald firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Steelers' 32-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Get it.
Off the play fake. McDonald. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Echo.
Operating from the gun. McDonald. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
General West. Check. Hey, exit. Go.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, McDonald. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again?
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Dances by him. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd and 3. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, McDonald. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And finding the tight end, Wilson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. And a big loss is here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Just like that. Just like that. Check nickel.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
And the Steelers 1st down.
Like 80!
Let's go, E. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That! White 80!
Mike 54. I got you, Pop.
Black and turn!
Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3, 218, chop it. 52. Hey, wahoo!
Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught by Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Everyone got 4 down. Shit.
Squeeze.
Shit.
Hurry. Snap.
Back to throw. McDonald rolling to his right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick, rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Black 20.
51 to mine. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Black is it.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Right. Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, McDonald got a man. It's Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw. McDonald got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, just very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
Black 20.
On first down, Pollard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
He's checking.
Run for Pollard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Now Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 34-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And it's Michel once again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 3rd down, McDonald will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Back to throw. McDonald. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. McDonald. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.